Welcome to
Back to Flour.
Good morning, Arnaud.
Good morning, Lena.
How are you?
I'm doing well, and you?
Great, thank you.
Yeah.
So, what are we speaking about today?
Today we are going to speak about volume.
Very important.
Another time we have been speaking about shape and size. Today we are going to speak about volume, and when we speak about volume, it's mostly about proof product. So we are going really to raise and to develop the volume, and this is very important for the consumer, because when you are going to see on the supermarket, for instance, you want to see a pan bread and you want to have a certain volume.
Yes.
You want to have a certain quantity. Why? Because you associate the volume to a certain texture. You associate the volume to the crumb formation, because you want, maybe like this one, you want to have a very dense crumb. In other product, maybe you are going to look for something more open. So it's the first thing you see when you see a product. You see the shape, you see the volume, you see the color. So it's really very, very, very important, because it's really also impacting the crust. You can see it's also in your mind impacting the taste that you are going to have. So that's a very critical part.
Well, absolutely. It's part of the appeal that triggers the purchase in the end.
Exactly.
And so that means that for the bakers, it's a critical parameter to control the volume.
You need to give me my volume.
Yeah, exactly. But so volume at the baker's level is about two main things, I guess. This is about the process on one hand. If you are mixing longer, if you are proofing longer, or at a different temperature, same thing about baking, you are going to impact the volume. But it's also a lot about the ingredients quality.
Yep.
And one of the main ingredients here is flour.
Correct.
So what's in flour can help having a good volume?
I think if we look about the flour properties, we also need to link the flour properties with what is going to happen during the process. One of the key stage when we are proofing product is the proofing stage, of course. What is happening during proofing? We want to have two things. We want to have a certain gas production, and we want to have gas retention. So that's where damage starch and enzymatic activity are very important, because these are the fuel for the gas production.
Yeah.
They are going to produce the sugar for the gas production. And this gas, you must retain it, because if you do not retain it, you're not going to make a volume.
The product is collapsing.
Exactly. So you need to have a right balance between the protein property, starch damage, enzymatic activity.
Oh, that's very interesting.
And that's for the proofing stage. But then after you go to the baking stage.
And for the baking stage, then you have another phenomena, which is starch gelatinization. So the properties of starch will also be critical to ensure a proper volume in the end.
Correct.
Basically, what is going on is that the starch is gelatinizing, is setting the structure. And so when it's done, the product will not increase in volume anymore.
Exactly. That will be setting the crumb.
Exactly.
And the volume.
Yeah. This is what makes that you have sometimes very fine crumbs. This is what makes that you have very airy products, or not. So this is definitely something to control.
That's interesting. What about ash? We are also measuring a lot of ash in our flour. How does ash can impact the volume?
Well, ash, like every fibers, every minerals, they tend to break the links between the gluten network.
Okay.
And so if you have more ash, usually you will have more difficulty to have a well-reasoned product.
Like in the whole wheat flour.
Like in whole wheat flour, this is one of the main challenge, to have very developed product with airy texture. So yeah, ash is also one of the key components here to control.
Wonderful. So volume is important, and volume is not only one component of the flour, it's many components participating, and also the process.
And yes, of course, all of the other ingredients in the dough or batter.
Of course.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lena.
Thank you, Arnaud. If you want to learn more about this important characteristic or about one of these delicious products here, you can visit our website